Hi, I'm Jonathan Weinberg. Today I'm going to do a pretty quick video, but a kind of specialist video for people who draw with fountain pens. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite pens, the Pilot Custom 743. If you follow this channel, early on I said that this was probably my favorite drawing pen, and it had with the Falcon nib. You can get it with different nibs. It's not a cheap pen, but it's not, for what it is, it's not an incredibly expensive pen, particularly if you buy it through a Japanese dealer. American dealers tend to sell it for a little over $300, but you can get it for a little over $200 if you buy it from a Japanese dealer. I think sometimes it's on Amazon, sometimes you can get it on eBay, and it comes with, it's a fairly large pen, cigar shape, conservative looking, and it comes with a 14K nib, a Falcon nib that is very flexy, and it writes very well, I think, draws very well, and it has both the ability to draw fine and fairly medium-sized lines, and has something of the feel of an early flexible pen like a Waterman 52, but the reliability of a contemporary pen. And it uses a converter, the 70 converter, which holds a reasonable amount of ink in it. And I think, you can look at that. I review it. Well, other people review it. There's a lot of writing about it online. It has one major problem. That is, when you use the feed that comes with it, it tends to skip. So in steps the Flexible Nib Factory, and they offer ebonite feeds for the 743. They also fit the the Pilot 823, and they offer two different feeds, one with 3 slots and one with 2 slots. And the question is, how do you know which one you want? I, for a long while, have been using the one with the 3 slots, and it works really, really well, but it's a bit wet, almost too wet, and if you aren't careful, you can smear the ink when you're drawing quickly. So I thought, oh, I'll try the 2-slot version and see if that works well. Stay tuned for the comparison. I do 2 drawings. I also do a sample of how they write, but what I'm really interested in is how they draw. So that's what this is about. I don't do calligraphy, so I think if you're a calligrapher, you may be fine with the feed that comes with it, or you may like the 2-slot feed. That may be up to you. So stay tuned. If this works for you, if this is helpful, please remember to subscribe. That's the way that you show your appreciation for the channel, and I really appreciate it. Okay, here is the 743 with what they call the EN ebonite feed. You can also get the feed in red, by the way, that might match if you have a 743 that I guess is a vermilion, or maybe it might work on the 845. And you can see how flexy it is. But when you start to write quickly, it starts to skip and really can't keep up with fast sketching. If you do sketch slower, I suppose it works better. So you can see if I work slowly, it's fine, it keeps up. But I should say that it's still very wet. So I'm not sure what the real advantage is of the 2-slot version. Maybe it's subtly less wet, and maybe you get a little more control if you're doing calligraphy. I'm not sure, but I think in this comparison, the skipping is just very annoying, and is much more noticeable when I do the drawing. So I decided to do a drawing of my studio with some sunflowers in it. And I mean, it drew okay, but there was a lot of skipping, particularly when I was drawing the chair and uh, certain sections where I had to keep going over it. Um, and it, it was increasingly annoying. I was using a Fabriano paper, which has a bit of a tooth, so that's going to make it a little bit more, um, skip probably a bit more. And then colored this in. This is kind of homage to Matisse's Red Studio. So I definitely didn't feel that the 2 slot worked well for me. I really felt that the 3 slot was a better choice. This is the Pilot 743 with the E, which is the triple line ebonite feed. And this is absolute brown Waterman. And this is Strathmore Sketchpad. I think it's 400. You can see that it's really quite flexy with don't have to press down too hard. You get quite a lot of variation easily. It's not too scratchy. You go fine, thicker, 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 thicker. It keeps up very nicely. And here's the main test. Writing very fast, sketching leaves. And it keeps up, no skipping. It's very, very wet, however. So you have to be careful not to smear the ink. But it works wonderfully, no skipping at all. Uses a lot of ink, but it's terrific. And you can draw as fast as you want. So here I'm drawing sunflowers, and there's no skipping at all. And it's just a pleasure to use the pen. It's not too scratchy. It is wet, and you can see there's a little bit of smearing, which doesn't bother me so much given the way that I use the watercolor over the ink, and I allow the ink to sort of run anyway. But it's something you have to be really careful with when you're drawing with it. Anyway, I think it's a great pen.